The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
First down throw for Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
First down, Brown. Pick your game up. Check it backer. No. Hey, alert.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
180. Check, 47. Hey, defense.
From the gun, Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gibson.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run forward with Lindsay, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield running left on the option. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Protect, 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. It's Ratley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go. At their own 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 39, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On first down, Lindsey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Nate Gary. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get it in that direction.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Justice Hill, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson throwing again. Looking left side. Andrews with it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to 14 yards and another first. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. first and 10. It's Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Heavy, heavy on the edges. Heavy on front.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Back.
On second down, it's Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it third down.
Third down and 3.
Buddy up. Check back. Watching your back. Let's go, D. It's going to be another ball. It's going to be another.
He can run, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Mayfield on the crossing route, complete. It's Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Lindsey, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
We got 6 all day.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of the fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That's it.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?